Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. For today, we will be reviewing Supreme Power trade paperback number 3, High Command. This one picks up where you have this version of Batman meeting with Hyperion, who has gone rogue. He's rebelling against his government handlers because he knows the truth, that he was lied to his whole life. And this Batman, he wants help going up against a serial killer who is ripping prostitutes apart, literally ripping them apart. So he suspects that he has superpowers, and he's trying to convince Hyperion to help. Meanwhile, you have the government trying to, the people who were in charge of Hyperion, trying to force him back under their control or ruin his reputation. So you've got all these machinations going on both sides. And Hyperion is, following the rule of where does an 800-pound gorilla sit? Wherever he wants. So it's like he goes into a restaurant to talk to the speedster there and orders some food. The guy hands him a bill, and he's just like, what bill? And you basically have him, people just trying to double cross each other, trying to set things up, and you're also following the Greek goddess type of character getting acclimated in the world after 2,000 years. She's their version of Wonder Woman, and kind of moves on from there. And one thing I like about this, and I said this in the other reviews, J. Michael Straczynski writes these characters in a more, realistic fashion. How they came up, or how their attitudes are now, depended upon how they grew up. Hyperion, he was raised by the government. He's going to be the ultra rah patriot. Nothing wrong with patriotism. But then he realizes, shit, they lied to me this whole time. They were using me. So you've got that. Then you've got the speedster, and I can't remember his name, that he's just trying to do the right thing for himself and his mother for the money, and he gets kind of shafted by the government because they make this subtle threat against his mother that they can take away all the money that he's earned her. And then you have, I want to say Nighthawk, but I don't think that's the right name. But he grew up like in the South, and he's black, and his father was murdered by a racist. So he has a very jaded view on things. And so when they come together, they really can't trust each other because they're coming from such diametrically opposed areas, viewpoints, and getting to work together and trust each other is really hard. Unlike say what you have with generally in like the Justice League or something like that hey, we're all happy friends here. It's like, yeah, no, that doesn't really work out that well. And I'm sure, just like sometimes there's little minor disagreements, but these guys are kind of hardcore, just not seeing eye to eye and stuff. And then you have the military-industrial complex and the government sitting there going, yeah, watch us do this stuff. So it's been a while since I read the series when it first came out, and it's nice to actually be able to see all of these just go all the way through like I did. And it's really done well. If you want to see, and I know this is the new thing now that's happening more and more these days, but this came out like years ago. A more kind of realistic view on how like the superheroes might be. I mean, like I said, this came out ages ago. This is one of the ones that this would be probably more realistic. And it's Max, so it gets a little bit more gritty. So I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5. And just say, read it for the fun of it. Because virtually anything written by JMS, I'm down. So, let me know in the comments below whether you read it, whether you agree with my assessment or not. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.